In the modern era, we have lots of forms of transportation, ranging from planes, trains, cars, boats, motorcycles, and all sorts of motorized scooters and bikes and whatnot. But back in the 1800s or the 1900s, there was almost nothing that could go faster than a horse. So when the railroad came around, it was called the Iron Horse, and it was one of the first things that could go faster than the speed of a horse, which is what had been the speed for millennia before that. The first transcontinental railroad was in 1869, but there were many of them in that era. The Union Pacific, Northern Pacific, Great Northern, and Milwaukee. James J. Hill, a Minnesotan, is the founder of the Great Northern Railroad, and it was one of the few that was built off of entirely private capital rather than government subsidies. When the government subsidized railroads, they often ended up being worse railroads because the companies would get paid for the distance of rail they had and how difficult the terrain was. So the railroad owners decided to build the longest possible, most difficult railroads possible in order to get paid more. Versus James J. Hill's railroad was more of a straight line that went on nice flat ground. It was a much better railroad. In addition to railroads, there were lots of other kinds of transportation. Covered wagons, like what Laura Ingalls drove or was in, went along the Oregon Trail, and there were the Santa Fe Trail and the Bozeman Trail, which was originally a military supply line. There were also stagecoaches, which is what Wells Fargo is known for. Additionally, there was the Pony Express, and some people even walked the whole way on handcart brigades like the Mormons. Another thing was on water, the steamboats. Pioneers took steamboats on the Mississippi River, Missouri River, and could travel about 2/3 of the way across the country, and then would have to switch to a covered wagon or something like that. But all other settlers decided to take a steamboat through or around South America and came up to California. And that's it.